ever gone to bed at night, looked in the mirror, and promised yourself, tomorrow I will really study English. Tomorrow I'll do it, but then tomorrow comes, you're tired, you check your phone, and suddenly the day is gone, and that promise feels broken again. I know that feeling. We've all been there. That cycle of motivation and guilt is exhausting, right? It creates this weight, this feeling that you're failing at something you genuinely want to achieve. You start to believe that maybe you're just not good at languages or that you don't have the discipline that successful learners have. Well, what if I told you that you don't need to find giant chunks of time or have superhuman motivation to finally make English a part of your life? What if the secret is something so simple, so small, that it feels almost too easy? What if the problem isn't you, but the approach you've been taught to follow? Welcome to the Speakly English Podcast, the place where we throw out the complicated grammar rules and focus on what really matters, helping you speak with confidence. My name is Tom, and today we are going to dismantle that cycle of guilt and replace it with something sustainable, something gentle, and something that actually works with your real life, not against it. Today, we're going to build a simple 3-part routine together. Think of it like a daily conversation with English. It's not about studying, it's about connecting with the language. Just a little bit morning, noon, and night. By the end of this episode, you'll have a complete flexible system that you can start using tomorrow morning. Let's begin by talking about why this approach is different. Traditional methods tell you to sit down for 2 hours, memorize 50 words, and master a grammar rule. That works for about 3 days, and then life happens. You get busy, you get tired, and that 2-hour block feels like a mountain. So you skip one day, then 2, and then you feel so guilty that you give up completely. Our brain doesn't learn well under pressure. It doesn't retain information when it feels stressed or overwhelmed. But it loves patterns. It loves small, consistent, low-pressure interactions. Think about how you learned your first language. You didn't sit down for 2 hours a day to study it. You heard it constantly in small bursts in context from the people around you. That's what we are recreating here. A gentle, daily immersion that fits into the cracks of your day. So, let's dive into part 1. This is what I call your good morning English moment. When you wake up, your brain is in a special state. It's called the alpha state. It's more receptive, more creative, and less critical. It's like a clean notebook, fresh and ready to be written on. But what do most of us do? The first thing we do is reach for our phones, and within seconds we grab that clean, fresh notebook and we fill it with chaos. We fill it with social media arguments, with news that makes us anxious, with messages that demand our attention. We start our day reacting to the world instead of setting an intention for ourselves. For these first 10 to 15 minutes after waking up, I want you to protect that mental space. I want you to give that clean page to English. Don't open Instagram. Don't open WhatsApp. Instead, open a podcast, a short audio story, a simple YouTube video, or even an audiobook. The key word here is simple. This is absolutely critical. You need to find something where you already understand about 80% of what is being said. It could be a podcast made for learners, a children's story, or even a vlog about a topic you love, like cooking or traveling. Why is 80% comprehension the magic number? It's the sweet spot. When you understand most of it, your brain relaxes, it feels safe, it stops trying to translate every single word and starts absorbing the language naturally. It's like listening to music. You don't analyze every note, you just feel the rhythm. When you listen to something at 80%, you can follow the story, you can understand the emotion, and your brain starts to make connections on its own. So for this morning routine, just listen. Don't try to study. Don't try to take notes. Just listen once to let the sounds wash over you. Let the speaker's voice fill your room. Pay attention to the melody of their sentences. Every language has a melody. English questions go up at the end. Statements go down. When you listen without pressure, your brain starts to internalize that melody. You're not learning rules. You're learning the music of the language. Then listen a second time. This time, just notice one thing. Don't try to notice everything, just one thing. Maybe it's how the speaker connects two words. In English, we often link words together. I want to becomes I wanta, going to becomes gonna. Maybe you hear a phrase like as a matter of fact. Don't write it down yet. Just notice it. Let it sit in your ear. And here's the magic step. This is the step that transforms you from a passive listener into an active user. Before you get out of bed, before your feet even touch the floor, say 3 things out loud in English about your day. It can be anything. It can be as simple as, today I will drink coffee. Today the weather looks sunny. Today I will be patient with myself. The content doesn't matter. The action matters. When you speak out loud, you are waking up your mouth muscles. English uses different mouth positions than your native language. By speaking first thing, you're warming up those muscles. You're also sending a powerful signal to your brain. You're telling it, hello, English is part of our identity now. We use this language. We are a person who speaks English. This is about building an identity, not just a skill. It's about opening the door and saying, hello, English, you're with me today. Now the day goes on. You go to work, you go to school, you run errands, you live your life. This brings us to part 2. This is your deep work session. This is where we actively engage with the language. This can happen on your lunch break, during your commute, while you're waiting for an appointment, or whenever you can find a pocket of 15 to 20 minutes of relative quiet. This is the part where we actually get our hands dirty, just a little bit. But remember, 20 minutes of focused practice is far more effective than 2 hours of distracted, tired studying. So let's make these minutes count. Let's say you found a short clip during your morning routine. Maybe it was a 2-minute conversation. Now it's time to play with it. You're going to use the same piece of content for 3 days in a row. Repetition is your friend. Your brain needs to hear something multiple times before it truly owns it. First, listen to your clip one last time. Just close your eyes and picture the scene. Who is speaking? Where are they? What is their relationship? How are they feeling? When you visualize, you create more connections in your brain. You're not just storing words, you're storing an experience. Now, here's the most powerful technique you will ever learn for pronunciation and fluency. It's called shadowing. And it's exactly what it sounds like. Imagine you are walking behind someone and you are stepping exactly where they step at the exact same time. That's shadowing. Put your headphones on and listen to your speaker. Then try to speak at the exact same time as them. Don't wait for them to finish. Speak with them. Copy their feeling, their pauses, their emotion. If they're happy, you be happy. Let a smile come into your voice. If they're asking a question, let your voice go up at the end. If they're whispering, you whisper. At first, this will feel impossible. Your mouth will feel clumsy. You'll stumble over words. That's completely normal. It feels like patting your head and rubbing your belly at the same time. But here's the secret. You don't need to be perfect. The goal is not to get every word right. The goal is to train your mouth to move in new ways. It's to train your ear to hear the tiny details of connected speech. It's to build a bridge between the sound you hear and the muscles in your mouth. Do this for just 2 minutes. Then stop. Take a breath, then try again. You are literally building new neural pathways in your brain. You are becoming an athlete of spoken English. After shadowing, it's time to do something that feels like play, not work. It's time to steal one thing. Find one word or one short phrase from the clip that you really liked. Maybe it's a phrasal verb like to figure out. Maybe it's an idiom like it's a piece of cake. Maybe it's just a common expression like to be honest. Don't try to steal 5 things, just one golden phrase. Write it down in a dedicated notebook. This isn't a vocabulary list. This is your treasure chest. This is a collection of real, useful language that you have personally chosen because it resonated with you. By writing it down, you are engaging your kinesthetic learning. The physical act of writing helps cement it in your memory. Now, let's move to the final part of our day. Part 3 is the evening wind down. The day is ending. The world is getting quieter. This is not the time for hard work or active study. This is a time to relax, to reflect, and to let the day's learning settle deep into your mind. This is a time to make the language your own. Take out your treasure chest, that notebook where you wrote your one stolen phrase. Look at it. Now, here's the most important step of the entire routine. The step that makes the language stick forever. You must connect it to your life. You must make it personal. Language is just abstract noise until it carries meaning. And the most meaningful thing in the world is you, your story, your experiences. Don't just memorize the definition of your phrase. You need to use it to talk about your own life. Let's say your phrase was, I ended up. This phrase is used to talk about an unexpected result. Now, you need to create sentences that are true for you. Write them down. Think about yesterday. Yesterday, I wanted to go for a walk after work, but I was so tired that I ended up watching a movie on the couch. Think about a bigger journey. When I first started learning English, I was just curious, but I ended up falling in love with the language. Think about a simple decision. I was going to cook dinner, but I ended up ordering pizza. See what just happened? By writing those sentences, you have taken an abstract English phrase and woven it into the fabric of your life. It's no longer just ended up. It's now connected to your tiredness, to your love for learning, to your pizza order. Now, when your brain needs to express an unexpected result, that phrase will be there, connected to your own memories. This is how you build a language that is truly yours. Next, write a short reflection in English. Just 4 or 5 sentences. Think of it as a status update for your language learning journey. How did your good morning English moment feel today? Was it easy or hard? Did you enjoy the audio you chose? How did you feel during the shadowing practice? Did you feel silly? Did you feel a moment where it clicked? Did you discover anything new about how English sounds? Writing this reflection serves 2 purposes. First, it's another opportunity to produce language, to create your own sentences without pressure. Don't worry about grammar mistakes. The goal is fluency of thought, not grammatical perfection. Second, it helps you become aware of your own process. You start to notice what works for you, what doesn't. You become the scientist of your own learning. And finally, the best part, the most soothing part. Put your notebook away. Turn off the bright lights, lie down in bed, get comfortable, and put on that same simple audio from the morning, or find a different relaxing story, a guided meditation, or even just some calm music with English words. This time, you have one job and one job only: to do nothing. Do not try to understand. Do not try to study. Do not try to catch words. Just let the sound of English be the last thing that fills your mind before you drift off to sleep. Let it be a comfort, not a challenge. Let it be a blanket of sound. Let your brain absorb it like a lullaby. This is incredibly powerful. When you listen in this relaxed state just before sleep, your brain continues to process the information. It sorts through the sounds, it strengthens the connections you made during the day, and it prepares itself for the next morning. You are ending your day with peace, not with pressure. You're telling your brain, English is safe, English is relaxing. English is a part of my rest. So let's look at the whole picture again. 10 to 15 minutes in the morning to say hello and set your intention. 15 to 20 minutes in the afternoon to play, to shadow, and to steal one golden phrase. And 10 minutes at night to reflect, to connect the language to your life, and to relax into the sounds. That's it. That's the entire routine. It's not a crash course. It's not a magic pill. It's a gentle, sustainable daily practice. It's a conversation you build with the language over time. There's no magic trick to fluency. The magic is in showing up. The magic is in the consistency. The magic is in those small daily conversations you build with the language. Motivation will come and go. Some days you'll feel excited. Some days you'll feel tired and lazy. But on those tired days, you still do the 10-minute morning listen. You still whisper your 3 sentences. You still lie down and let the sounds wash over you. Because even on your worst day, 10 minutes is possible, and 10 minutes is infinitely better than 0. Do this for 1 month, do this for 3 months, and you won't just know more words. You won't just have better grammar. You will feel different. The language will feel less foreign. It will feel less like a subject in school and more like an old friend. You'll hear English in a movie and realize, hey, I know that rhythm. I felt that phrase in my own mouth. You'll start to think, hey, I can do this. English is a part of my world. Keep your English real. Keep it yours. Keep showing up for yourself. And I will talk to you in the next episode of the Speakly English podcast. Bye for now.